Hey folks, it's Tommy Frugal Prepper. I'm just doing a video just to do one. I'm working on this Honda, trying to get it wrapped up. When I got it on pallet to look at the heat on, and somebody's bringing a truck over that needs something. But yeah, this girl kind of threw me for a loop. So she's had a few new alternators now, because they would go bad and or make noise. And so it started making noise again. Let me grab the light. Started making noise again. So I got down here, I did the belt tensioner pulley on it. It was loose, it had a bad bearing. I did the water pump, which was also loose and making a squealing sound when I would turn it by hand. But that wasn't making the majority of the noise. It was the AC compressor clutch. So I quoted the water pump and the pulley, but it turned out to be this AC compressor clutch. So it was like $41 to get a kit off of Amazon. But man, it's a bear to put in there. To get that AC compressor out, first of all, there's not enough clearance on this guy to reach it and get that pulley off from in here with the puller. So you got to pull it out, you got to pull the alternator, and you got to pull this fan. Then you can get it up out of there. And you got to wiggle it up out of there and wiggle it back down in. But I got her in there. She's quiet. I'm backing the system down, and I am filling her up with coolant. These Hondas, you know, if you don't get all the air blood out of them, and I find the best way to do these is with this funnel. But wait till there's no more bubbles coming out of it. It's circulated the thermostat a few times, because they will have all kinds of idling issues because the coolant temp sensor will get an air pocket. You'll end up with all kinds of weird idling issues and stuff on them, so you got to make sure that you get that all done. Let her back down and run a little longer, make sure that coolant's good, and charges up. And then I got to try to put this plastic cover back up because it wasn't really held in there with anything. There was two clips holding all of this on. So get some new plastic clips out. Make sure that don't fall down. But then the only thing with this kit is the shims they gave you were too small. So I ended up putting a really thin washer under there. We'll see if that clutch will engage once we get some Freon in it. If it doesn't, I'll have to find something thinner to put under there. But that's the only thing, is the shims on these kits were pretty bad. But the rest of it's pretty good. And the old AC compressor came out with no shims on it, so I couldn't reuse those shims. So, oh well, we'll get her going here. But that's what I'm up to tonight. Alright, there we go. We got no leaks in the refrigerant. It held a vacuum. Put about 1.33 cans in this, which is about 0.45 kilograms, which is what it takes. And she blows cold air. Yay. Get this thing out of my hair. Man. So now I'm just gonna leave this funnel on here. I'll leave this funnel on here while this cools and let it suck any coolant down that it can. See, there's still some more air in there. As it cools, it'll let some more bubbles out. I might have to start it again. but we'll kind of keep squeezing that hose and letting her fill up. These things can be a bear. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start putting this plastic cover on while I let that kind of cool down, and I'll keep squeezing the hose, try to work all the bubbles out of it. And this thing will be ready to go. Get that on out of here. Are kind of missing. Just kind of tuck it back up under here like it was, I guess. Alright, I got a few clips in her. And just enough to hold it in securely. And that front cover, I didn't have any clips that fit, but I secured it up there with some zip ties, so it'll stay together. It's better than it was. Alright, I'm ready to go ahead and put the wheel back on this guy and lower her down and get her wrapped up. Alright, I think pretty much all the air is out of this guy. I'll go ahead and top off the overflow tank here too. Alright, there we go. Good to go. I'm going to put these refrigerant caps back on over here. I just got to clean all my tools off of it and we're good to go. Alright, so the Honda's done here. I don't know if you can even see it behind me. It's so dark now. Getting dark early. Pretty soon it'll be getting dark at 5:30. But yeah, it's done. When I lowered it down, it actually let some more bubbles out. So I ran a little bit more and let some more bubbles out of it. And I think, and I took what was left and put it in the overflow tank there. So I think it's all good to go. You know, that was one I kind of misdiagnosed. So I said water pump, belt tensioner pulley, and then turned out the AC compressor clutch was bad too. I thought, oh, I could put AC compressor clutch on it. And it was $45 for the clutch with tax and everything. And so I charged them for the part, but I didn't charge any additional labor. But man, I didn't know it was going to be that hard to get that done. I thought I could just put the pulley on the front, or the pulley puller, and pull that pulley off. But then that would fit, so I had to take it all apart. So had a lot more labor in it, but that's what happens when you make a bad call. You know, I don't feel right going back to the customer being like, this is going to be another 4 hours of labor. I done made the call. I gave them a price. I screwed up. I should have really double checked where that noise was coming from. And it is what it is. So altogether on that whole job, I made about $120 labor is it. So it sucks. I've been working on it all week. But it is what it is. And I'll make some money on the next one. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. This is Tom, your Frugal Prepper. You enjoying the tuna? Oh, you gonna come give me some lovins? Hi, kitty kid. How you doing? You like a tuna? Is that some good tuna? Is that some good tuna? That tuna. You know you can come inside anytime you want, buddy. You can come inside. Yeah, you just have to get over your fear of the dogs. Alright, I'll see you later.